Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thank you so much for joining me for another live video tutorial. I'm jumping on just a few minutes early. I've got a meeting this afternoon, so I'm trying to get my videos recorded earlier today. So we have just about a week and a half of celebration left, and I feel like I've shown you almost everything, well, everything that's in the celebration brochure. And then we have a new release that has some foil papers, embossing folders, and some dies, along with some of our card boxes. But I wanted to take a break. I think I'm done with showcasing celebration, although we have a great new promotion that's coming up in September. And I usually don't do sneak peeks, but I'm going to do a sneak peek today and this week, just because I'm super excited about what's coming up. So in September, we're going to be having a promotion that offers some new dies to go with some of our existing stamp sets in the mini catalog and the annual catalog. And these dies, there's I think 6 sets that go with stamp sets that didn't previously have dies. It's only during September, and they will be at a bundle price, so that you will get a bundle, 10% off the bundle. So the one I wanted to showcase this week, and it may go on to next week because I have so many ideas for this, is the Yeti to Party stamp set and dies. It's page 38 in the mini July through December catalog. It's hard for me to say that. I usually call it the holiday catalog, and I probably still will. But I love this set. And when I first saw it, I'm like, I don't know. I'll think about it. So I ended up getting it. And but it's so much more than just the stamp set. So let me show you. Here's the stamp set. Today we're going to make a Yeti card. If you want to see what I have in store for you over the next few videos, make sure to click the link at the bottom of the description so that you get notifications when the videos are posted. Because trust me, you're not going to want to miss how many different things we can do with this set. Okay, so here are the dies that will be coming out. We've got the Yeti, we've got the mountains, we have basically everything that is in here except for except for the words. And then we have an added scarf, which is super cute because you don't have to stamp it. It already has these little lines on it. And then we also have a little cave for him to come out of. So super cute die set. So excited. Okay, so today we're also going to use this embossing folder set. It's called the Charming Landscapes. It's on page, let's see, 17 in the mini catalog, and it's part of the Santa's Express suite. But you can buy it. It's only $8. You get 2 embossing folders, and I don't know if you can see. This one is mountains. Let me see. Do I have dark paper? Let me see. I don't know if you can see that there in the light a little bit. It's got a mountain. It's hard to see. You can't see clear. You can't see clear. Let's get the picture out. So it's got a mountain range with snow on top, and then it's got this fun little Christmas village. Which, if you take this village and you just emboss part of it, that looks like a Halloween house. I don't know about you, but that house looks spooky to me. But, in the background, it goes perfect. It's got a wreath on the door. Anyway, we're going to use this, the mountain scene, because, Yetis live in the mountains. So let's bring in our pieces. My cards this week, I just went all out. There's a little more involved in them. I don't want to take up your whole morning, so I just went ahead and stamped and die cut my Yeti. I stamped in Memento, I die cut with the new ones, and then I stamped and die cut a couple of presents and this little Christmas tree. Okay, and then I gave him, I think this is, am I using Poppy Parade? What color am I using? Nope, I'm using Real Red today. So I gave him a Real Red scarf. So our base of our card is Pool Party. I have some Real Red layer. And then I took some of the shimmery white cardstock and I embossed the mountain range. Can you see that? Let me see if you can see it on the other side. It's hard to see. Anyway, it's shimmery white paper. And then I have just a strip of this DSP. It's the Boughs of Holly. It's also in the mini catalog. But you know, if you don't have a green DSP like this, you can just use regular Old Olive or Mossy Meadow, just a strip. And I'll put measurements on my blog with the link below. So if you want to check out measurements and supplies, everything will be listed. Okay, so let's fold our card base in half. We're going to do a landscape card. And I'm going to take my mountains and I don't want to forget my layer. We're going to glue these onto the top of our Real Red cardstock. Okay, whoops. I'm not supposed to glue that to this. The magic really happens with the Yeti. You'll see this coming up. Give me just a minute. Let's get our card base set up here. Now the Yeti dies are not going to be available until September 1st, so you're going to have to wait. Put them on your wish list or on your your shopping list. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to cut a little hillside. I'm cutting very little, but nobody wants a flat ground, so we're going to give them a little bit of movement in the ground. And we're going to stamp our sentiment right here. So I am using, there's lots of cute sentiments. It's not sediment, sentiments in here. We've got Get Yet to Party, it's your birthday. So we have a birthday card. Is it Christmas Yeti, Winter Wishes, Holiday Hugs, and then an and, so you can do both of those. But I'm going to do, is it Christmas Yeti for the front of my card. And I'm going to emboss this with some white embossing powder. So I'm going to use my embossing buddy there. And we'll bring in some Versamark. This is my dirty Versamark pad. But it doesn't matter. That happens when you use the embossing buddy over a long period of time. It tends to get a little messy. So let's grab our white embossing powder. I keep my embossing powders in tubs, the ones that I use a lot, just because it's easy to put it in there. Whoops, I've got a little something there. Let me see if I can scrape off. The embossing buddy helps, but if there's something going on, there might have been a little fuzz or something on my stamp. Okay, cleaned it up, and we'll heat this up real quick. All right, now we are going to adhere this to the bottom. Make sure that's cooled off. Oh, that needs to come down a little bit. No! I don't want white showing. There we go. Okay, let's get this on our card front. Make sure it's opening the right way, because that's a problem. Okay, Now we've got our Yeti. I somehow managed to get seal adhesive on the front of my little present. Okay, let's do a little bit of coloring. We're gonna take our light pool party, and we're just going to outline our Yeti a little bit. Or give them just a little bit of color. I would love for Stampin' Up! To come in with a super light kind of gray for shadowing. Wouldn't that be great? I'm going to put that in the idea sandbox. Okay. Let's just color in his face, just to give him a little accent there. Okay. Let's do his horns, and I think this is dark so saffron. You could use any color you want though for your Yeti. And then I'm just using, what is this? This is one of the skin tones. It's number 1000. I'm just gonna do his tongue. Doesn't really matter. Whatever pink or flesh color you have, you can do that. All right, now, let's go ahead and color. I really just had 2 presents here. It's stuck to one of my markers. You guys probably saw where it went too. Really. You wonder how you can have 2 things. I cleaned it off. It had a little bit of adhesive, so it's probably stuck to something. I hope I didn't stick it to the back of my project. We may just have to go with these and add that in later. Oh, it stuck to my hand. Here it is. Oh, good grief. All right. So this is, this is, and I know Kat's probably on there saying, it's stuck on your hand. Okay, that was shaded spruce. I think it's light shaded spruce. I'm using dark real red for my red colors. I'm not getting super fancy with my presents. We're just going with red and green. And this one, I'm just going to color in the bow. We're going to pretend that's ribbon instead of open space. And then I've got some old olive. And I'm just going to color these trees in a little bit of layers just for fun. They're small, so I'm using the small end just to give them a little more fun, whimsical look. Okay, done with coloring. Next, we are going to take this Yeti and I'm going to cut out his arm. I'm gonna just trim along. It's gonna still be attached here, but I want his arm free. So I'm just gonna cut around and hopefully not leaving any of the black behind. I'm leaving the black part in his arm for the most part, if I can. All right, I have to take off my glasses to cut. It's hard getting old, isn't it? No fun. Okay. The trickiest part is between his fingers, but that's okay. So, leaving the shading on the base and then just cutting the arm. Okay, so we got his body like this, his arm is like this, but you can see it's kind of open. All right, this is the fun part. We're gonna take this little present before we lose it again, putting just a teeny bit of liquid glue at the bottom. I'm gonna pick this up. It's a little tricky, and we're gonna glue this behind his arm so he's carrying the present. So it's glued to his arm, not his body. And I'm going to glue his this scarf on before I forget. All right, so I just put it on the neck part. He's got a nice wide neck, and it fits perfectly right here. All right, so he's ready. He's ready to party. All right, now we're going to glue this present, actually, the back of the left side, just to strip along the edge. We're going to glue this down to his body, but we're going to tuck it under his arm. All right, that's going to help give us a little more dimension to the present. So we have one kind of coming up, one staying down, and then he's carrying this little Christmas tree to his other Yeti friends. And we're just going to glue the bottom of that to this hand. Okay. Look at him. He's ready for a Christmas party. All right, now we're going to put some dimensionals on here. Put one on each foot, put one on his hand, one on his head. And then we're going to put one right here where I cut apart his body, because we want his body to stay relatively together. I'm going to leave his arm open. So I'm just making sure that that cut is not going to show too bad. Did I get that one? Yeah. Okay. We're going to put him right here. He is on his way to the party, and we're going to add just a couple of these adhesive back stars. To me, they're more like snowflakes, but you know, stars, snowflakes, whatever you want to call them. You can tell I love these things. This is actually, I made these for a swap for our leadership conference, which is in New Orleans next weekend. So I made a bunch of these, so you guys are getting a sneak peek at what one of my swap cards is, or one of my swap cards is, or are, I don't know. So I just added 3. I added a big one and 2 small. Isn't that cute? I love this set. I think that is the funnest card. I love anything that's fun, quirky, sarcastic, clever. I don't know. I just love the Yeti. Okay, so just remember the Yeti set is available now if you don't want to wait, or if you're not interested in the dies, but the dies are coming September 1st. You can save 10% on the bundle. Put it on your wish list. I'm going to come back on Saturday. I have another project using the Yeti in a different way. So lots of cool things coming up. Make sure to click on the link at the bottom of the description so you get notifications. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and my blog through the link to my blog. Orders celebrations still going on now through the end of August, and earn a free product with your purchases. All right, thanks everyone. I will see you back here on Saturday. Bye bye.